Hey guys, and happy Vlogmas. So I probably look more on the hot mess side today, but yeah, today technically Friday is November 30th, but I start filming my Vlogmases on the 30th so that I can upload day 1 on December 1st. So this Vlogmas hopefully is really fun. I'm trying my best. Actually, let me be honest with you guys, this morning I actually had an anxiety attack because I was so nervous about filming and getting back into vlogging, and I just like a bunch of other stuff. I had a weird dream about my cat and like another cat apparently I found in the, I don't know where, but like after I woke up from that dream I was so anxious and I couldn't sleep for like 5 hours, and then it was a mess. So I finally calmed myself down and I am calm and collected now, and I decided I might as well, you know, give it my best shot since it is a Vlogmas day 1. So I wanted to be completely transparent with you guys. Like, the day did not start off super like cheery and happy like I wanted it to, but that doesn't mean it can't end on a happy and cheery note. So I just realized I totally left this open here. I'm making myself some waffles right now because I wanted eggs, but we don't have avocado, and like I really do need to go food shopping. So I decided to do my best and just use whatever we have. So today Roman actually has to drive up to Albany, New York for work, and if you are new here, Roman is my boyfriend, and he wanted me to join him. He's like, come with me, and I was like, for Vlogmas day 1, do we really want to do a whole like drive up? I don't know. So I said no to him, but he said that he might vlog a little bit because I was super anxious this morning, and he said, like, if you're so anxious about vlogging, like, why don't I vlog today for you? And I was like, what are you gonna vlog about? Your work? Like, what are people gonna be interested about? But let me know if you guys want to see like vlogs from his side. Maybe it'll be kind of funny to have his point of view of the day. Also, I went to an event yesterday and they gave this beautiful little bouquet. It was so cute, but I picked the cutest one out, and now it's on our kitchen table, and it looks festive because although it is a tiny bouquet, it has, you know, the little pines and stuff, so it looks like it's winter. Yeah, I have a really sad breakfast today. Don't judge me. These are my waffles. I'm making 2 more, and I actually want to talk to you guys because I randomly, sorry, hold on, I have to put my waffles back for another second. But I stopped drinking coffee, and I'm now on day 5 of no coffee. The thing is, I didn't really tell anybody anything that I was gonna stop, and I just randomly started posting on Instagram that like, oh my gosh, you know, not drinking coffee, like no coffee day 1. And everyone's like, why aren't you drinking coffee? Like, what's going on? And the truth is, honestly, I noticed that I was getting really intense crashes after coffee. So I'd have energy, but I'd still be kind of like not at my best, and so I gave it up randomly because also I'd get like heart pain, and I always knew that the heart pain that I used to get was from when I had too much coffee and not enough sleep, but I'm getting enough sleep, so it has to be the coffee this time. So I decided to cut out the coffee and see if my heart feels better, and it has been feeling a lot better. But funny enough, I've actually been feeling a lot more stable in my energy. I don't have high peaks of energy, but I also don't have like really low lows. So I think it's better to at least be stable instead of like, you know, fluctuating. Because I used to be so addicted to coffee to the point where like I needed coffee in order to function in the mornings. Oh, my waffles are done. And it's just sad that coffee right now is such a trend thing, but it actually has like affected me so much. The thing is, I do have hypothyroidism, so I am naturally very fatigued and very tired. I take medicine for that, and I guess the coffee really kind of imbalances the medicine or something. I don't know, but I notice now that I'm not drinking coffee, I'm feeling a lot better, you know? And I'm not going to completely cut coffee out of my life. I'm just going to, like, I would always have 2 shots of espresso in the morning. If I do feel like I need it, I'll probably just have one, you know, 1 espresso. Keep it very, like, minimal. I also really want to try, during the month of December, to significantly decrease the amount of sugar I intake and the amount of alcohol I drink. I don't drink a lot. It's just like a glass of wine here, a glass of wine there, but that also has a lot of sugar in it. Because one of my friends, she stopped eating sugar completely, and she's like, it changed my life. She's like, I have so much energy, I feel so much lighter, so much better. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of what I want to feel like. So I might try that. I don't know. Should we do a challenge together for the month of December? No sugar during the month that has like all the candy canes and all the like yummy stuff. Wow. I want some tea. All right, what mug do we even start with? I guess let's do this one. So I'm sitting here drinking my tea and watching mukbangs, which I got really into lately, and I kind of want to do one myself, but like I haven't had McDonald's in like over 8 years, I think. I think last time I went to McDonald's, like, I mean, I can't eat fast food, like it doesn't sit well with me, but I kind of want to try it and potentially ruin a day for myself. But I just saw that the mailman brought something to my front door, so I need to go check. It's raining out there. We do not like the rain. I got 2 packages. I got a package from Velvet Caviar, and they sent me these gorgeous cases. I freaking obsess over this one. Unfortunately, I think this is for the iPhone 10, and I have the XR now, so this won't work for me. I have to give this to my little sister because she took my phone. Oh, bummer. I need to email them and let them know, but it was so sweet of them. I love these cases. They're so pretty. I think my sister's literally going to freak out. I'm surprised they're after school today because, I mean, this won't fit my phone, but these are gorgeous. She's going to be the coolest kid in middle school. Look at these. So beautiful. And then the other package is my lash order that I ordered on Black Friday from Lady Moss. Just got a bunch of my favorite lashes. These are 201s, 9 to 5s. Yeah. I realized I haven't seen my cat all morning. Hello, ma'am. I had a bad dream about you last night. Did you know that? You caused me stress. You caused me stress. She could not be bothered. She's comfy and cozy. It's all that matters to her. I just hopped out of the shower. Today I have a movie premiere that I'm going to with Jennifer Lopez, so I'm so excited. She's actually going to be there apparently. I'm going with Sarah from Wander. I'm so excited. I literally cannot wait. So yeah, I have to get ready. I have to make myself presentable. Is someone? Ooh, a package. So I just got a package, and this is some stuff that I ordered on Black Friday. These are these red leather boots. They are something. I might actually wear these today. Wow. I think they're fake leather, but they feel almost real. They're so soft. This like nude kind of beige purse came in as well, and I don't really like it, so I'm gonna immediately return it. I don't really have time to like look at it and try everything on. I really wish my other boots came in though, because those were like snakeskin and they would have looked perfect with the outfit I want to wear today, but guess UPS didn't bring me that. All right, so I just got ready. I'm not sure how I like my hair. I don't know. For right now, I'm gonna keep it, but all right. So this is my final outfit. I'm gonna wear that purse that's right over there. Decided to wear the red boots. I actually like them. I pulled them over these. I don't know. They're like fancy leggings
with my Gucci belt and this shirt from Shein and this vest from, I don't remember, I got it from Century 21. But together, I just feel like this is a very J-Lo outfit. Do you guys agree? Do you think so? My hair is kind of wavy. It's kind of falling apart, but whatever. Making attempts. So we're heading out. I'm waiting for my Uber right now. I feel like I have a nice glow on my face. Hopefully the rain doesn't ruin it because the weather is awful.
Hey pretty baby, am I in your way? Cause you walked out so fast yesterday. No, I don't think you're here to stay. No, I don't think you're here to stay. So tell me what you want, tell me how you want it. Tell me all the reasons that you're running away. I don't think you're here to stay. No, I don't think you're here to stay. No, no, no.
Alright, so right now you guys are about to see the panel after I watched the movie with Jennifer Lopez. It's called Second Act, a really great movie, highly recommend. I think that it's going to be just as popular as like Made in Manhattan. It's just a really, I don't know, it was like an emotional roller coaster. But anyways, I wanted to jump in before this panel because I know that sometimes when I watch vlogs and as soon as like the person's gone, I'm like, okay, I don't want to watch this. But I really recommend that you listen to this because I wish I recorded more of it, but I literally started crying during this panel just because it really hit home on some things. The part that I actually cried for was not recorded, but it was just so motivational and so inspirational. I want you guys to listen to it, and then I'm going to circle back and just tell you my thoughts and what it really made me feel, and why I really think you should watch this movie. And I mean, this is not sponsored or anything. I just really, really, really enjoyed this. So yeah, enjoy this panel, take some notes, learn some life lessons, and I'll be right back.
Jennifer Lopez in the house, congratulations. Sort of work your way up, and that's what I did. We went on to work your way to the top with clients like Julia Roberts, Madonna, Susan Sarandon, Tim Robbins, Jennifer Lopez. And, I know they called you the top female agent at the time.
Which is so interesting. They did. They did. And you know, it's only in retrospect that you go, I mean, I thought it was a great honor until you go, well, why do you have to make that division? It's not like we're, you know, it's not like a muscle thing where it had to be a guy or a girl, like a sports situation. It was, I was an agent, but I was delegated to being the top female agent.
Just, Mommy, Jennifer Lopez on the cover, most staggering in-style cover. And I read it really deeply. Different than sometimes you read your credits and read an article. I was highlighting it as if it was, you know, the most important document that just came out of a university study. No, I did. And you talked about how you could have very easily lived a very regular life in your hometown and been a bank teller. I think you said, right? I was a bank teller.
Yeah, Citibank was down the block from my house, and I always thought maybe I'll work at the bank and it'll be close to my house. And you know, there was moments when I was in school that I thought about that.
Yeah, but you broke through. In New York, it seems like it's been sort of the soundtrack for your life. And so I wanted to ask you, set the movie in New York, and what were you thinking about, and what does New York mean for you, the ups, the downs? It's put you down, it's brought you up.
New York is so symbolic for me. You know, we were just talking about this on the way over here, how I used to get on the train, and why I named my first album on the 6 is because the city, it was like I always felt like this little girl who was like with her glass, you know, with her nose pressed up against the glass and looking at the Emerald City or all of the stuff that was out there. But the Bronx seemed so small, and like you can't get, like that was gonna be my whole life. And at a certain point, I just got on the train and started exploring what was in the city little by little, and it was like going to space, to outer space. That's like how far it seemed. And one day, someone asked me, "How did you get to?" I was trying to think of the name for my first album, and I didn't know what to name it. And it was almost done, and I was at Elaine's house again. A lot of stuff happened at Elaine's house. And Tim Robbins was there, who she also represented at the time. This is when she was the #1 female agent. And he said, well, how did you get from, you know, being this girl in the Bronx to making your first album and doing all these movies and all this stuff? And I said, on the 6th. I answered him literally, and he was like, that's what you should name your album. And it's that idea of that person that still, for me, New York symbolizes that for me. Just, it's so the roots of who I am and that I take everywhere I go. I think that's why so many of my songs and so many of my movies, like Made in Manhattan or Wedding Planner, it's about those kind of every woman, those outer borough girls who have these big dreams and are trying to get there. And I have the Jenny from the Blocks and Regals and all that. Yes. But yeah, that's definitely New York, and the Bronx is very in my soul.
Yeah.
My first song went to #1, and my first album went to #1, and my first movie went to #1. I was like, yo, I'm killing it. And then everybody's like, she can't sing, she can't dance, she can't act, she is just a pretty face, or her butt is big, or whatever they were saying about me. And I started thinking, yeah, that's true. And it really hurt me for a long time. And then I started realizing, I just kept going. You asked me what I did. Despite the hurt and the pain, I just kept going. And I just couldn't allow myself to let that become who I was. I was like, no, I'm gonna make another record. I'm gonna make another song. I'm gonna make another movie. I'm a great actress. I'm a great singer. I'm a great dancer. I'm great at this stuff. And I'm gonna keep going. And I did. And that's all I did. I just kept going. And I just started working harder and harder than everybody else. And I saw that I was working harder than everybody else. And it started paying off. But more than that, I started believing in myself. I started believing in the fact that I wasn't imposter, that I wasn't a fake, that there was a reason I kept doing this and people kept hiring me. It was like, okay, maybe I am good at this. But it took time, and it took me to believe in myself, because that's what was mirroring. I think maybe that was happening because deep down I didn't believe. But once I started believing, and it was different people in my life at different times who were like, you are good at this. Because then I'd go into the studios and be like, well, I'm not a great singer. And they're like, what are you talking about? And I was like, well, whatever. I don't sing like Aretha Franklin. And they're like, it doesn't matter. You sing like Jennifer Lopez and people love it. And I'm like, they do? And she's like, yes. And it's moments like that you remember, that people they plant a seed for you to look at yourself in a better way. And it's those moments that just make you keep going. And it's just like the movie, like Maya, her thinking that this mistake that she made when she was little made her, when she was young, that she didn't deserve any better for her life. And that's not true. Sometimes those mistakes lead you to your exact purpose and where you're supposed to be. And I think that for me, the most important thing is not listening to all the outside voices, but making sure that the voice that I'm speaking to myself, that roommate, is a kind roommate, is a good roommate, is somebody who's always lifting me up like Elaine does every single day.
Oh, that's beautiful. I think that's really... Teflon. We look at you. You're so gorgeous. She's got it. It must be easy street for her. And why am I struggling so hard? And so when women say what you just said, it makes us feel like we're in the same boat together. And tomorrow, when shit is hard, we can pull ourselves up too.
I think that's where it all works.
Please download the site
now.
tonight.
Limitless. I'm not trying to sell it or anything
literally
like that. I really believe that it's a great song and it's a great movie for a great time, because I really do feel like women are creating this storm of change where they're realizing their self-worth and their value.
Yeah. And it also thematically speaks oddly to the movie. Benny produced it with us, and we had locked the movie, and he said, we need a song at the end of this movie. And no, it's too late. It's too bad. You should have thought of it sooner. Whatever I said, and he said, we need a song. So of course he didn't want to tell me what he was doing, but he went around and found about 10 of the best songwriters out there, screened the movie privately for them, and said, write something. And they all loved it. And they all wrote something. And he called me from Vegas and he said, listen to this. Blew my mind. Limitless. And he said, don't tell Jennifer I gave it to you yet. And I said, okay. And I listened to it and it was amazing. And it was your tenacity, Benny, your insistence that it's not over till it's over. And we had 5 minutes left, and you put it in, and you know.
That's the way of life. Right? The way of life.
It's the way of your life.
Yeah.
And Jennifer just directed the video for Limitless, which is going to come out. It's the first time she directed it. She did it for her power, and it is amazing and inspiring, and you know.
Right.
Oh well.
Let's not tell anybody.
You guys won't tell anyone. But I just want to say one other thing, and then please we'll let other people talk. But I want to talk about second acts because I also want to talk about Alex Rodriguez.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hey, A-Rod.
Because guess what? And I don't want to embarrass you. I don't. But the idea of somebody who is a legend, who rises, who falls, and whose failure informs an even bigger success than they've ever had, who lives in their truth. There isn't anybody up here and anybody out there who hasn't fallen, who hasn't said, God, I wish I didn't do that. I have so many of those in my life. And all we can do is let it inform a better path for us and be stronger because of it. And and take ownership. And since I've known this guy for 2 years, once I told him about second act, before we started making it, we bonded over it. We bonded over what it meant and how it is the secret to because we're all going to fall. It's what we do after we stand up that defines us. Bravo. Beautiful. Yeah.
She's so cute. Alright, so you basically heard all that. And I just want to say how much what Jennifer Lopez said about, you know, starting to believe what other people tell you are has really affected me this past year. 2018 has been so hard for me because I started allowing other people's opinions and other people's perceptions of me affect who I am. And it made my anxiety a lot worse. It made me just struggle with understanding who I truly was and what I was doing. And I learned a lot about myself this year, and hearing what they were saying, especially I think it was Elaine that brought something up. I don't remember what the name of the woman was, but she was sitting on J-Lo's, on her left, but like when I'm looking at the thing on the right, she said something that, you know, as, you know, humans, we have this instinct of looking at the negative. And so, of course, back then when tigers were chasing us, it's like good thing we were focusing on the negative, because there's a tiger chasing you. It would be different if we started being like looking at the sunset and being like, wow, that's a beautiful sunset. The tiger would catch us and we would die. But she said, there's no tigers chasing us anymore. We're not out here, you know, being like hunters and gatherers or anything. It's still present in our mindset though. We're always looking at the negative. There are so many people hashtagging bad hair day instead of good hair day. I even watch YouTube videos and I see so many people sitting there and going, oh my god, sorry you guys, I look like a mess, or like, oh my god, I look so bad today. But they don't, that's not what I'm thinking when I'm watching their video. I'm like, that's them in their real state. Like right now I'm just in sweats and in my glasses. I'm, you know, not all dolled up, but you have to stop apologizing for being you. You know what I mean? And that really hit home. And she said another thing about how you really have to have, like, all it takes is just one cheerleader, one person to tell you that they believe in you, and one cheerleader to just be like, yeah, do it. You know, why not? Because I, at least in my setting, find myself really surrounded by kind of negativity and people who don't necessarily accept the fact that I do YouTube for a job and all that stuff. And as much as I'm surrounded by a lot of people who are like, wow, that's so amazing, to have some of your closest people not believing in you, kind of, in a way, it really, really hurts. And I do have
a cheerleader. I mean, Roman has been so supportive, and he's always like egging me on and pushing me to do more, and it's just, it means a lot. And that's the moment that I started crying, because I realized, you know, there's so much negativity and people are going to put their fears and their insecurities up onto you, but it's your job to really recognize and separate those feelings from your own. Because if you're passionate about something, if you believe in it, and if you really want to do it, then by all means chase your dreams, go after it. Because I think so many people give up on their dreams and then live their entire life in regret, thinking, oh, I wish I did that, I wish I could do that, or I wish I could have redone that. But life isn't about just sitting in a job paying rent and bills. I think it's about a lot more. And of course, if you feel more like, you know, better about sitting in an office and doing work, like by all means do that. Like, do whatever it is that makes you happy. But if you aren't happy, just recognize that you're not dead set trapped in that situation. With time and with effort and with proper, you know, moves and, you know, decisions, you can get yourself out of that. In the same way that J-Lo, you know, grew up in the Bronx, and you know, she could have easily had a completely different life. I could have easily had a completely different life with like what I grew up with. And I feel like I really want to draw my life to kind of share with you guys some of the struggles and obstacles I faced, especially when I was growing up. And I don't know, it just really changed my opinion on a lot of things. And so at the end they said, you know, make sure you live your life with your second act. Like, you know, from this moment on, just be limitless, just like her song that J-Lo came out with. Stop holding yourself back. Just believe in yourself and live life like everything's rigged in your favor, because one way or another, if things do go wrong, in the end it always ends up working out somehow. So trust your gut, trust your instinct, and just, you know, do everything in your power to just make yourself happy, you know? And I don't know, that entire just panel was so inspirational. I was so grateful that Sarah invited me as her +1, and yeah, I'm really grateful for that experience. So I know this vlog is a little bit longer because I decided to throw my spiel in here and there was a whole panel recorded, but I do hope that you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you tomorrow in Vlogmas Day